So every once in a while, a product shows up that makes you question where we actually are with storage technology right now. Because this is an 8TB PCIe Gen4 NVMe SSD, and on paper it's pushing speeds up to around 7,000 megabytes per second read and roughly 6,200 megabytes per second write. And those numbers aren't just impressive, they're kind of absurd when you think about what's actually happening here. We're talking about desktop-level performance. But in something that fits right into a tiny M.2 slot on a motherboard or inside a PS5. And the Lexar NM790 isn't trying to be flashy. It's not trying to reinvent storage. It's just quietly pushing performance and capacity into a space where most people would normally have to compromise. Let's talk about what it actually feels like to use. In everyday tasks, everything becomes instant. Booting into your system feels like it barely happens. Opening large applications? No hesitation. Jumping into massive AAA games? You're in almost immediately. And when you start moving huge files, we're talking multi-gigabyte video projects or raw footage, this drive just doesn't slow down in any noticeable way. That's where this kind of storage starts to separate itself from the standard drives most people are used to. Because this isn't just about gaming performance. This is about workflow. If you're editing high-resolution video, working with heavy timelines, managing large asset libraries, or doing any kind of content creation where time matters, storage speed directly impacts how fast you can actually work. And that's where something like this becomes more than just a spec sheet upgrade. Now the capacity is where things get even more interesting. 8 terabytes is a massive amount of storage for an internal NVMe drive. You're not just installing a few games here. You're realistically storing entire libraries, hundreds of games, full production projects, backups, raw media, and everything in between, all in one place. No juggling external drives. No constantly managing space. Just a single, fast storage solution that holds basically everything. And yes, it also works with PS5 expansion, which means you can dramatically increase your console storage without sacrificing performance. Load times stay fast, gameplay stays smooth, and you avoid that constant cycle of deleting games just to make room for new ones. But of course, there's always something to consider with high-performance Gen 4 drives like this. When you push sustained transfers or long gaming sessions, SSDs like this can warm up, and while it does have built-in efficiency and thermal design, pairing it with proper cooling is still important if you want consistent peak performance over time. Now the real question, who is this actually for? Because let's be honest, for everyday users, this is probably more than you'll ever need. Browsing, streaming, light gaming, none of that requires 8 terabytes of ultra-fast Gen 4 storage. But if you're a creator, a heavy gamer, or someone who treats their system like a production machine, this starts to make a lot more sense. Because what you're really paying for here isn't just storage capacity or benchmark numbers. You're paying for speed that removes friction. No waiting on transfers. No storage anxiety. No constantly moving files around to make space. Everything just lives where it should, and everything runs faster because of it. And that's the subtle thing about high-end SSDs, they don't feel exciting in a flashy way. They feel invisible. Everything just becomes smoother, faster, and less annoying over time. We've basically reached a point where storage like this isn't just about specs anymore. It's about how clean your workflow feels. Whether your system gets in your way, or stays completely out of it. And this drive is very clearly in the second category. It doesn't try to do anything wild. It just delivers high-end Gen 4 performance, massive capacity, and enough consistency to handle serious workloads without breaking a sweat. So is it the only SSD you'll ever need? Maybe not for everyone. But for the right setup, this is the kind of upgrade that makes everything else feel instantly more responsive without you even thinking about it. And that's usually how you know it's good.